This is an exercise for the low back near the tailbone, or the SI joint, which is also known as the sacroiliac joint. So you're going to lie down on your back. You need a foam roller, a flat surface, so you can use a yoga mat to give you some comfort, but you also need a wall to prop your feet up on. So from this angle, you can see them flat on the ground. Feet are up on the wall. Yoga block positioned between my knees. Now from here, I'm going to lie flat on my back, stacking my ribs over my pelvis. So I'm in a neutral spine here with my core contracted. And then from here, I'm going to lift my hips up in the air, just about an inch or two. You can see I just cleared enough for my hand, maybe a few inches. That's going to engage my hamstrings, a little bit of my posterior chain. And then from here, the shearing motion or rotation is going to come using the foam roller and my hips. And you can see I'm scissoring or seesawing my hips back and forth with the foam roller. So my SI joint, that's kind of flat, facing up to the sky, it's experiencing this rotation back and forth. Not under load because I'm on my back. And I feel a nice good stretch into my hips and into my low back, and my stabilizing structures like my adductors and my hamstrings are giving me some type of inferior security. So I'm shearing back and forth. And it's a nice little abdominal workout too. The abdominals love that rotational stimulus as well as the multifidi in your back. So it's a great core exercise, low back stabilizing drill, SI joint mobility, pelvic and sacral awareness, disassociation, a lot of things to check off with this exercise. And I also think it's important to show this angle of the drill so you can see what my hips are doing and not getting a lot of shifting back and forth. I'm trying to minimize the frontal plane movement and work strictly in a rotational plane. So from this angle, you can see as I lift and raise, I'm going to try to minimize this back and forth movement to get that motion of the foam roller. You can see if my cue is to push the right knee to the sky and my left glute to the floor. And when I do that cue, it makes that type of motion. Now you can see my knees are now unlevel. My right knee is higher than my lower knee, or my left knee. And then I just switch that motion. And I'm trying not to let myself squeak out to the side. I'm trying to stay in this plane, almost if there's another foam roller here on each side. And I have to try to really stay within those planes of movement.